Right, this is a quick walk around video for a Honda Accord. This is a 2.4 EX automatic. First is of this newer shape car, and this particular one's done a lovely low mileage. It's 59,000 miles from new. Finished in grey metallic with a full black leather interior. I don't normally do my videos here. Unfortunately, the council have decided to dig up the road close to where I normally do them, so this is a new venue for me. Go around the car for you. It's in very nice condition, this car. Very handsome looking beast. There's a couple of literally tiny little marks, hardly worth mentioning, but I will. Lenses are all completely intact, no cracks, condensation or otherwise on any of those. Front bumper really is clean as a whistle. There will be the odd minor mark, so please don't rely on this totally. I'm as honest as I possibly can be, but I'm holding a camera a good few feet away from the car, so I don't get to see absolutely everything. Bonnet again, very clean and tidy. Hardly a stone chip of any notes on there. There is a couple. One there just it has been touched in by the last owner, which is always a good sign. But generally we're looking at a bonnet in very clean condition as well. So come down the near side of the vehicle and just squat down there for you. It's pretty much mirror smooth in those panels. It really is. Front wing is absolutely unmarked. I can't see anything on it at all. An alloy there, again, no marks in there of any note. There's sorry, I missed a tiny bit. There's a little bit of curbing. I mean, it is very light indeed up the top there, but there is something there. Panel work, as I said, really very clean indeed. Rear wing again, lovely order. Alloy again on the side, very nice indeed. I can only see the tiniest little bit of curbing just there, but it's, really nitpicking in all honesty. So we come down to this angle here, just pick up on how mirror smooth that panel work actually is. Rear bumper again, fabulous order, really is. There's a couple of tiny little entry marks, getting in and out of the boot, which you'd expect on any car. Just to pan back a bit, on the 2.4s you get the twin exhausts on the back, which separates it from the 2 litre version. Offside of the vehicle, as with the near side, is absolutely mirror smooth again. It really is very clean and tidy. Rear wing, absolutely immaculate. Alloy on the side, very good. Again, just the tiniest little bit. I've been very critical, so don't think it's bad at all. It isn't. They're very clean, and panel work on the side, again, absolutely superb. And then your final wheel, near side alloy, again, really nice. Just with, again, being really hard on it, just a tiny little bit up there, but I mean, that really has been hard on the car, because externally, for a car that's coming up to up to 10 years old now, it's in absolutely fabulous condition. Let's come into the boot area now. Very big boots on these Accords, absolutely massive. We've got these little, these little tabs here. Just pull those, then the seats drop forward on a 60/40 fold. But yeah, they are cavernous back here. Underneath, nice to see, all the tools are there and in situ. Locking wheel, that key you can see there as well. And you've got an actual wheel on these cars rather than the inflation kit you get on most cars in this day and age. Coming to the back of the car, rear door card, all very nice indeed. Back of the car's in very nice condition. Car benefits from a full set of original mats in the car as well. I've parked on the shade here, so there's a bit of light coming through the trees, just because it takes some of the glare away when I normally do it. So one time I do wish for cloud cover, but don't get any. But leatherwork is in fabulous order. Really lovely looking interiors on these Accords. Driver's door card again, all very nice condition. You've got your electric memory seats on the Accord, so there's buttons there to set your memory, electric folding wing mirrors, and obviously electric window switches, all in absolutely fabulous working order. Footwell area, again, absolutely super. And then driver's seats, you've got your electric adjustments on there, and then the seat itself is in fabulous condition, and they are very comfortable. Just squat inside the car a fraction so you can see. Over there we've got, so I'll get rid of some paperwork off there. electric sunroof up over and above our head, all working exactly as it should. And then come down and you've got front passenger seat, again in fabulous order. So I sat in the car now, engine's running as it has been all the way through the video, and dashboard is in superb condition. Great dashboards, really are quite beautifully made, as you'd expect. See there, sat nav working absolutely perfectly. And as I pop it into reverse, you've got a lovely clear parking camera, kicks in as well. On top of that, you've got front and rear parking sensors, so you've got no excuse whatsoever to crunch the back of the car. All the controls, audio, simple as you like, very high quality. Dual zone climate control, so you can do side to side, and then you've got a multi-play CD there as well. Heated seats, driver and passenger, all working absolutely beautifully, and there's your automatic gearbox lever. But it really is in fantastic condition. And come across to the main binnacle of the car, just to pan in there for you. Hopefully you can get that way. You can see there 59,276 miles. There's no warning lights on the dashboard. The only eye you see there, the yellow eye for information, is relating to the fuel light that's currently on the vehicle. Auto lights, auto wipers, and then your multifunction steering wheel there, with all the major controls for dual cruise control, audio, etc. And then all the secondary switches, all in absolutely fabulous order. It really is a genuinely fantastic car, this one. What will follow this video will be a road test of this very car. Right, this is a quick road test for a Honda Accord. This is the 2.4 EX automatic car. This particular one's registered HN58AEP, and its mileage currently is 59,268 as recorded and showing at the moment. The reason we do the road tests, as I say in all my videos, is very simple indeed. Basically, it's much easier to search cars, and people are willing to travel much further to come and see cars, and we clearly want our customers to see our cars in operation prior to come to see us. That way, if there's any issues with the vehicle, I can let you know about them before you actually come to us, and I do that. I am critical on the videos, as has been shown in lots of my previous videos actually. But also, we've been on the receiving end of travelling a long way to see cars, only to find they weren't as described, or there were fundamental issues with them which should have been told about prior to going. But anyway, more of that in due course. Road test is done on the same quiet country roads local to our business, so I'd hope it would be representative of what you'll feel yourself, and it does give you a bit of an insight into just how quiet and relaxing it is to drive our cars on test drive, should you obviously want to buy the car. So just a bit of background to the car and also this road test. I'd start by saying it's going to be the most biased road test you'll ever hear in your life. This is possibly my favourite Honda car, outside possibly kind of S2000, Integra, NSX. I absolutely love them, but more of that in due course. But getting to the nitty gritty of it, engine 2.4 litre, cam chain driven, so no cam belts to change. Starts absolutely instantly. They are unbelievably tough engines. They'll take massive mileages with just normal servicing. This one's only done 59,000. It's got hundreds of thousands of miles left in it. It starts, as I said, absolutely straight away. Maximum operating temperature now, which is a third on the temperature gauge, which is exactly where it is and where it should be on a Honda car, petrol or diesel actually. There's no warning lights on the dashboard relating to the engine or anything else for that matter, apart from low fuel, but that'll be attended to by putting some fuel in the car, of course. The engine is a stonking unit. It really is. It's got all the best bits that you get from Honda, in terms of it's got a lovely soundtrack to it. It's very smooth. It absolutely loves to rev, and but also it's got loads of guts as well. It really has. Sorry, there's a surprise. There's a BMW in front who clearly on his 14 plate has got a problem with his indicators because they don't seem to work. Sorry, another little pet hate of mine, but there we are. But it is a brilliant engine. I mean, it's, you know, knocking on 190 horsepower, but you know, you've got very instant power. It really pulls. It's got loads of guts to it. But it sings its heart out when you rev it. It really does. And as an example of one, absolutely perfect. Engine then goes through into the Honda automatic gearbox, 5-speed gearbox on these cars. Tough as old boots. Very, very long lasting. Will last every bit as long as the engine. Just make sure you do an oil change probably every sort of 70 or 80,000 miles. It's not expensive. Just drop the oil out, put fresh in, but just keeps the gearbox in good order. This one changes gears absolutely perfectly. I can't fault it in any way, shape or form. Always do a static test on them where it's stationary. When it's nice and hot, just pop it into neutral, then select drive and then into reverse, and just see if there's any delays in engaging or any thuds or clonks. That would suggest, or clutch pack wear, and of course there's nothing on it. I never really find it on these, but it's worth doing. Gearbox has got a lovely feature on it. On the steering wheel here, you've got 2 paddles, minus on this side, plus on that. So it's up on the right, down on the left for up the gears. Because it's, what's clever about it is it gives you control of the car. Because if you're going to overtake and sorry, I've been very unfair on that BMW. He's now indicating, so that's good. You know, if you were going to overtake and you wanted to keep control of the vehicle and the gears you're in, then you can use the paddles, because what an automatic will always do is try and change up as early as possible for in the best fuel economy. But that can be a little bit frightening when you're halfway through an overtaking manoeuvre, just to find out it decides it wants to change up at just at the wrong moment. But it's you know, if it's a feature, it works beautifully well as well. So you can imagine now I'm tooling up behind a tractor or something, and thinking, right, just tap down the gear, third, second even, put my foot down to go by, third, fourth, and you just control it all the way. It's brilliantly effective, very simple, and works fantastically well with this stunning engine. Car tracks absolutely bullet straight. There's no slop in the steering at all. It doesn't pull left, right, no vibrations, nothing, you know, untoward like that. It's just got a lovely precision about it, and it's lost none of the kind of that new feel that they have. Likewise, suspension of the car, there's absolutely no horrible sort of mechanical clonks or bangs when you're going over bumps. You know, you can hear it going over the bumps quite rightly, but you can't hear any of those metallic noises, which is normally things like drop links or anti-roll bar links. But this one is perfect, absolutely perfect. So I'm just checking the cruise control. That works exactly as it should, which they pretty much always do, but it's worth double checking. Also driving at speed, just listening out for noises that shouldn't be there in terms of kind of wind noise coming into the vehicle. You know, if it had a new windscreen fitted and you know, it was, you know, badly sealed, or someone had skagged the door seal, or sunroof wasn't closed right, then, you know, you could end up with a really annoying wind hiss on what is a very quiet car. And this has nothing. It's very, very quiet. Brakes on the car, lovely solid brake pedal. There's absolutely no vibrations, pulsing, pulls down straight and true, which suggests that the calipers and suspension are all in very good order. Otherwise it pulled left, right, or otherwise, but absolutely spot on. In terms of the drive of the car, absolutely faultless, but more than that, just feels incredibly tight. The interior of the car is in absolutely fantastic condition. Great places to sit, and of course they're beautifully built. EX specs, you've got lovely big specification. The sat nav's ideally positioned nice and high and a huge screen, which is very easy to use, and hopefully you can see it's all working absolutely perfectly there. Obviously you can pop it into reverse, and you've got a lovely clear parking camera as well. But what I love about it is every switch has a very, very, very high quality actuation, which has to be kind of appreciated over years, because they're really quite beautifully assembled cars. Just to let you know, the current temperature outside is 25 degrees. It's a blisteringly hot day. It's lovely, and I've got absolutely ice cold air conditioning pumping into the car, so that's all in fantastic order as well. The main binnacle of the car, much more conventional, and a lovely dashboard, just dead simple, easy to read dials, all the pixelation, everything's absolutely perfect, every gauge working exactly as it should. Multifunction steering wheel on the car, feels great in your hand, dead easy to use. You've got radio top left, top right we've got the cruise control, then down here we've got hands-free function, voice activation, that kind of stuff, and on the bottom right, your information display menu for what's directly in front, so you can check things like fuel economy and whether someone's got their seatbelt on or otherwise. But the interior is in great condition and very, very, very comfortable places to sort of spend a day's driving. Now on to sort of the more sort of contentious stuff, because this is more opinion than fact, I guess, really. The reason I absolutely love these cars, I think it's just one of those cars that gets pretty much every element absolutely right. It's not saying it's the best at everything in its sector, but it's pretty damn close. But it's 9 out of 10 across the board. It's definitely got the most reliable engine. If you compare it to any BMW, Mercedes, Audi, VW, Ford, whatever you want to name, Jaguar, this will knock spots off it in terms of engine reliability and durability. It's got a fantastic chassis, which is completely underrated by the utterly stupid motoring press. It's tough, it's long lasting in terms of its components, but also you've got a very comfortable, controlled, well damped ride, not soft, not spongy. You'd probably be slightly more comfortable in a Passat or an Audi, but God, you'll be bored sick within about 2 seconds of driving them. Because the chassis, its control, its composure over bumps at speed and at lower speeds is second to none. It's absolutely brilliant. Only a 3 Series would be probably better balanced on the limit by dint of having rear wheel drive, but it's a close call, and I've driven these on racetracks. I know what they're capable of, and I know, but these are far more comfortable than any 3 Series to drive, especially over roads like this where it's a bit bumpy. But on top of that, it's got to say they've got the perfect combination. You've got an engine that's a 4-cylinder, so in terms of running costs and servicing, you haven't got the same bills you could get from a 6-cylinder, especially anything with a timing belt. But it feels like a 6-cylinder. It's got virtually no vibration comes through the engine. Sounds sweet as a nut, it really does. I just think it's an astonishing car, and I love the fact it's rare, because it means there's not many of us out there who know and appreciate them. Everyone knows the 3 Series is a good car. Not many people know how unreliable they are compared to these things, or how capable these cars actually are. But anyway, that's by the by. This pretty much concludes the road test. So